Hi everybody, it's week 69 and I'm Sufia. I'm really excited to be back blogging again and making videos again. It's been a little while. We took a break. A lot of the partners had things going on with the holidays and just life changes and things that were happening with us, so we decided to take a little break, and I'm glad we did because it's been a good time to kind of recollect and figure some things out about life, and I'm ready to move forward and share that, and I'm really excited to connect with the community again because it's really important for me, and I've realized this so much in taking a break, just how important it is for me to connect to my community and have the support of other partners and hear what's going on in their lives and that kind of thing. So anyway, I'm happy to be back, and this week we're just kind of doing reintroductions and talking about our life updates, what's been going on with us, and that kind of thing. So since the last time I made a video, a lot has happened. So for those who may have watched before, you might know that my partner and I, have been on a big road trip. Last August, at the end of last August, we both quit our jobs. My partner was working a temporary job that ended, and then I quit my job because I was very ready. And we sold most of our stuff and packed up what would fit into our one car and started a big road trip, kind of doing a big loop around the eastern part of the U.S., going up north and then going down south. So we spent some time with my family in Louisiana, which was really great, very challenging and growth-inducing, but beautiful and wonderful at the same time. And then we went to Houston, Texas to spend some time with my sister, which has also been really great and also hard in its own way. My sister and I haven't lived together for a very long time. We've been pretty separated for many, many years and have never really had the chance to bond very well. So this has been a really great thing in my sort of life process to have some really quality time with her and kind of work through some old family stuff that was there, and it was great to do that sort of with my new family, with my partner there in that setting. So the idea was that we would spend some time in Houston and make some money and then keep going. Our destination was Albuquerque, New Mexico. The plan was to move there and just kind of explore, just go somewhere new, and we kept looking for jobs and couldn't really find anything, definitely nothing in our fields, and so we opened ourselves up to considering different destinations and landed on San Francisco. And we got really excited about moving to San Francisco, and then we're faced with the reality of how very expensive it is to live in San Francisco, and so we decided to kind of revisit that again, and it was great because in my process I just started thinking, like, why do you move anywhere? Why does anybody move anywhere? And usually it's because you have a job somewhere, or because you're going to school somewhere, you want to be near family, or something like that. And we were kind of leaving all of those things and wanting to kind of reinvent our lives. And of course community was really important, so we want a bigger city. But when I started thinking about it, I'm thinking, I'm leaving my family, I'm leaving behind everything I know, which I was excited to do in many ways. But I know that we wanted to find somewhere that would be supportive, and so when it came down to the realistic expectations, being in Texas, we thought about, well, what is a place that is easily accessible, that's kind of funky, and could have queer and trans community, and so we started thinking about Austin, Texas. And that's been a really big stretch for me because it is Texas, and I'm not really excited about living in Texas, but we did decide to move to Austin, and it is actually a lot like Asheville, North Carolina, where we moved from. It's very funky and has a huge like local restaurant scene, and it's very big on like the farm to table food and that kind of thing. It's pretty queer friendly, bike friendly, that kind of thing. So we moved to Austin, and we're here. We've been here just a few days so far. We just moved into a room in a house actually on today's Monday. We moved in on Friday, so it's only been a couple days. And we're excited to be here for sure. I'm really excited to reach out and meet queer and trans community here. There already seems to be a good bit of activity, so I'm excited about that. So yeah, so that's the big thing, and it's been kind of a whirlwind to try to figure out what we were doing and how we were going to do it, and I guess I'm telling you guys all of this because what I've realized in the process is that all of this felt really big for us because we were really, you know, intentionally leaving behind the comforts that we had, and moving into something else so that we could decide how we want to live our lives and reinvent our lives in the way that we want to live them, not in the way that certain family members or segments of society thought we should live our lives. So, excuse me. That's been really big. And so, as you know, a person in a trans relationship, has been really big for me to realize that life goes on and life is really, really exciting and has all these wonderful things at the same time that my partner is transitioning. And that's been really big for me to really think about, because I know before my partner started transitioning, I just, you know, didn't really understand how I fit into that, and didn't really understand how what I wanted or what I wanted out of life fit into that. And I was a little bit of afraid that sort of the many dramas in my life would take back seat to the transition. And what's been both a challenge and also really wonderful throughout this whole process is that I've realized they can coexist. And we've been making all these really big decisions and figuring out, you know, how we intentionally want to live our lives while this transition is happening and some big changes are happening for my partner. So I guess to kind of update on where my partner is as well, because a lot has happened, February 1st will be 11 months on T, so that's pretty big, getting towards a year, and I cannot believe how fast it's gone by, so that's really exciting. And some changes, just to kind of list them, they definitely have a deeper voice for sure, really deep actually. And there's definitely more facial hair going on, and especially from like the neck area and through here, and they actually have a lot of blonde hair, so I think once that darkens up it'll really show. There's a ton more body hair, a lot of belly hair and chest hair, which is great. And then and I would say that overall my partner's pretty much passing as a guy, and that you know, everyone we've interacted with here, like, there's no misgendering going on at all. People refer to my partner as my husband, and that's been really interesting, being in Texas and kind of feeling out where that feels safe and where it doesn't feel safe, and when it feels necessary to just kind of let it slide and let it be, you know, for stealth and for passing to be important. So, like I said, we have a new living situation. That's really interesting because I'm not really sure how it's going to play out as of right now. They're passing, and so we'll see what happens. I think that'll be interesting to live in a house with other people, and yeah, I don't know. I don't want to put too much on it right now, but we'll just see how that plays out. And I know that my partner has expressed some nervousness around applying for jobs here because this will be the first time using a new name, and they haven't yet had a legal name change, so that's kind of tricky, putting down a birth name that is the wrong gender. So I know there's some nervousness around that. Something I'm really excited about is that my partner is going by a different name now, and so that name is Seamus, and as a nickname they want to be called Shay, which I think is really cute and sweet, and I like it a lot. So that's also super new. I'm talking like the last couple days new, so that's gonna be an adjustment for me and some work for me to do there, so I'm excited about that as well. So yeah, those are basically the changes that have happened with us. We're in a new place, and I'd love to reach out to any folks who live here in Austin or the surrounding area and connect. Yeah, that's basically what's happened with us. So I'm really excited to hear from the rest of the sweethearts what's happening in your lives this week. And feel free to comment if you have any questions or want to connect. And I hope you all have a great week. Alright, take care. Bye.